Here's an example of how the new Adult Guardianship and Trusteeship Act could work in real-life scenarios. To find out more about the new approach to substitute decision-making, check out our introduction video to this new legislation called the New Adult Guardianship and Trusteeship Act at the link below. This is Bill. Bill is a healthy 44-year-old man. Bill is also a successful and talented mechanic and recently won an award at his garage. While on vacation with his girlfriend Jane, Bill is involved in a car accident and suffers a traumatic brain injury. Bill makes a full physical recovery, but after the accident, Bill is having a lot of trouble at home. He now finds it really difficult to keep track of numbers and to manage his money. When his girlfriend Jane comes to visit, she notices that there are a stack of bills piling up on his kitchen counter, and that he's not been depositing his paychecks from work. He also has no groceries or food, but when she asks him about it, he says he doesn't have enough money. Jane is concerned for Bill and asks him if she can take him to visit a doctor. The doctor and a specialist agree that because of Bill's accident, it seems that he's suffered some permanent brain damage, and while he's still the best mechanic in his garage, he is no longer able to manage his money or his financial affairs. The doctors explain to Bill and Jane that Bill will need a trustee, someone who will make decisions about his money and finances. Jane is willing to help, but doesn't think she can handle taking care of Bill's situation right now. Jane contacts the Office of the Public Guardian and Trustee, and they fill out an application with the review officer to become Bill's substitute decision maker. Bill is served with a notice of the application, and Jane, as his trusted friend, also gets a copy. The review officer agrees and recommends that the order be reviewed after 4 years. Because of the order, the Public Guardian and Trustee is now Bill's substitute financial decision maker. The Public Guardian and Trustee will take over managing his money. They will receive all of Bill's paychecks and subsidies, and they will make sure all of his bills and his rent are paid, and they will put money into his savings. The Public Guardian and Trustee also helps Bill by providing him with a comfort budget each month so that he can buy groceries. They decide, after talking with Bill, to keep Jane up to date on his finances and budget so that she can help with grocery shopping and other small purchases. After 9 months, Bill's finances are in order and things are running smoothly. Jane and Bill decide that Jane may now be in a good position to act as Bill's trustee because she has helped Bill so much through this time. The Public Guardian and Trustee tells Bill and Jane about how trusteeship can be transferred through an application with the court. After completing the application, the judge signs the order making Jane Bill's new trustee. Jane is now Bill's substitute financial decision maker and begins to take care of managing his money for him. 3 years later, and everything is going really well for Bill. Because Jane is making the financial decisions for him, he's able to focus on his work, and he's actually thinking about opening his own mechanic shop. In order to do that, he talks to Jane about whether she would be able to help him manage the business. She thinks it's a wonderful idea and starts saving some of Bill's money toward that goal of opening his own place. At the review, 5 years after the order, Jane and Bill ask to give Jane the authority to run the financial side of Bill's new business. The court agrees that Bill is still not capable of managing his money and that he still needs Jane to be his trustee. The next year, Bill opens his very own mechanic shop and quickly becomes one of the most successful in town. The new legislation allowed Bill to get the assistance he needed when he needed it, and supported the change when his friend Jane eventually was able to act as his trustee. This was an example of how the new Adult Guardianship and Trusteeship Act could work in real-life scenarios. For more information, or to read the draft of the new legislation, please visit our website at princeedwardisland.ca/substitute decision-making. If you have any comments or feedback about the proposed new legislation, email justicepolicy@gov.pe.ca.